Morning all. Well, it's 1:37 a.m. here. And I decided to do that. Oh, did you hear that? Uh I feel like I have to burp. Listen, I just got back from the gym because I have to keep up. My boyfriend he's strong, so I got to keep up and be manly. So I'm drinking Pedialyte to hydrate myself, and I've been doing really good. I've been going to the gym at least 3 days a week. But anyhow, by the way, Carol's right there. She's going to be hanging out. She just got all cleaned up. But, anyways, that's my ADD kicking in. And I decided to do this not even in a live stream upload, pre recorded. I just decided to do stuff like this because I thought, I am a part of not just one community. I mean, shit. How many can you have on YouTube? Multiple. But multiple communities collide here on YouTube. And a lot of them, they bump heads. I've been there. We say mean stuff to each other. We apologize, or some assholes don't apologize. Some people are too proud. They're just assholes. Okay. I've been an asshole a number of times, but I am willing to always say I'm sorry for being a dick and try again. Okay. Now, with that being said, I feel like because I mean, let's face it, when people say, "Oh, this community," no, there's multiple communities, okay? And what's going on right now is there are multiple people doing popularity contests. So, with that being said, before I get started with what I want to talk about with Granny's watching specifically, and Natasha Cooper, is it is insulting, and I'm saying this to everybody. I'm saying it to Granny's watching, Natasha Cooper. I'm saying it to myself. I'm saying it to everybody. If you are putting content on your channel, and everybody can relate to this because we are all subscribers of somebody. Okay. Not only are you a channel creator, but you're also a subscriber. So when you hear people going back and forth, it has become incredibly insulting. And you know what? I've probably thrown this insult out a couple of times, referring to people's numbers and stuff like that. But when you actually sit back and think about it, you have, and I'm going to say it specifically, Natasha Cooper and Granny's watching, they go back and forth with, oh, well, I have this many people in my channel. Well, I have this, or I have this, or I'm getting this many views, and you're not getting this, and you're not getting that. Listen, no matter how high you climb on YouTube in any community, if you are relying on a number to make you happy on a daily basis to anybody, including myself, and I've been there multiple times, you are going to depress yourself because when you lose your channel, when you lose followers, when you lose moderators or whatever it is, you're going to be incredibly hurt if you're relying your happiness on that. And I'll admit there's been multiple times where I have relied my happiness on a number beside my name, beside my videos or whatever it is. And that is a miserable feeling. So imagine how much more miserable it is when you are doing it back and forth with each other. But here's where it becomes insulting to the viewers. Because I am also a viewer and I also have a channel. So when I hear people, whether it's Natasha or I love Natasha, Granny's watching, you're a bitch, but I still have love for you. Okay. Maybe we'll work it out one day. Sorry to call you a bitch. Maybe I don't want to make this mean. Okay. But when you're sitting there saying, my channel's bigger, or I have this, or you only had 100 people, or you only had 2 people, 200, or you only had 50 people or 20 people in your chats. First of all, that's insulting to the actual 20, 50, 100, 200 people that showed up. It's also insulting to your friends that have channels like myself. It is insulting because you're saying that we're not as good as you. You're saying it to each other, but you have to realize you're also saying it to your friends that have channels. You're saying it to people that maybe want to start a channel. Oh, if you can't do this, if you can't be like me, I don't want to be like you. Okay. I don't want to be to the point where I'm looking at numbers like that. And I've been there before and it's miserable. I've seen mine go up and down and up and down, but my happiness will not rely on that. So I just wanted to start off with that, because as viewers, to any of you, if you're throwing those those insults out there, it's insulting because if I'm the one person in someone's chat, because I have been the one person and I've stayed in someone's chat because it was interesting and also to support them because I'm the only person in their chat. That's insulting to people like that. It really is. And you are not a big hotshot just because you're getting hundreds of people in your chats. Okay. Now that's great. That's a success. That's nice. But you're slapping everybody else in the face saying that we're not good enough. Okay. Just because we can't do that. And let's face it, because we've all been there, unless we're doing something, covering something extremely popular, or you're covering something extremely dramatic, or maybe you're a channel where people come and they show up when you're not talking about drama, but they usually know drama's going to come around. They usually know that. But anyways, that was a big intro, so gather around and we'll go. No chance, no dance, no chance, no dance, no chance. Give me second chances. That's so cool! I won! Yay! Ow! Ow! Now I've decided if I'm going to talk on things that, concern me, frustrate me on YouTube, in the world, in the communities, then whoever I'm talking about, I will put their links in the chat if you don't know them already. Because maybe there's some people that watch me that don't know what the hell I'm talking about. So there's a channel, Granny's Watching. I'll put her link in the description. And she was recently celebrating the takedown of Natasha Cooper's, a number of her channels. Celebrating it, like acting like a child, really being a jerk and celebrating somebody getting taken down. Yeah, you may have thought that she was doing terrible stuff. You've both done shitty things back and forth, just like lots of us have done to each other here on YouTube or in the world. Okay. But when you're sitting there and you're celebrating it and you're like, haha, I mean, you always say that you're like against going real life on people and all this nonsense. But I mean, at the end of the day, and I hate that term, but that is going real life on her income. Okay. And it's also just, you're being mean. Her channels get taken down. So you're happy that terrible shit happens to people just because you're being hateful. And speaking of the word hate, Granny's Watching, you did say, okay, believe you said you got 500 members on your channel. And you specifically said, Natasha Cooper, that's 500 people that hate you. And you started your channel and you specifically used the word hate. Now, I was talking with a fellow creator today on the phone, and she said, well, hate can be thrown around or whatever. I don't really throw that word around unless I'm saying like I hate the fruit pears. I fucking hate pears. They're disgusting. I ate a nasty, rotten one when I was younger, and I'll never eat one again. Don't you ever try it. And pear scented shit smells like shit. I hate it. Okay. But I throw that word around like not with people. I don't know. I've said some mean shit to people, but I really don't hate anybody. I don't. Do people drive me nuts? Yeah. And I'll always try to resolve it with them or tell them to fuck off. And I will fuck off as well. Okay. But Granny's Watching, I often hear, and this is just an observation, again, everybody else is allowed to tag my name or speak on what's frustrating them in the world. So I'm going to start doing that as well. But I'm going to do it in a respectful way and offer positive resolutions. You see what being in a relationship with a wonderful person that is not dramatic at all and doesn't even really care about social media will do for somebody? I'm making progress. You guys all told me to make progress and become a better person, and that's what the fuck I'm doing. Isn't that fun? Now listen up. I'm going to tell you what I think is wrong with you and then offer a positive resolution. Okay? Granny's Watching. When you use the word hate, you realize what that is. Hey, Siri, what is the definition of hate?
As a verb, hate means feel intense or passionate dislike for someone. Do you want to hear the remaining one?
What is an example of hate?
Here's what I found from yourdictionary.com.
Ugh.
Examples of heat energy include the
No.
sun, a stovetop
No.
burner, automobile fuels, and a hot cup of coffee.
Fucking liberals. Sorry. No, I'm not. Hey Siri, what is an example of hate?
Here's an answer from yourdictionary.com.
Okay.
Examples of heat energy include the sun, a stovetop
Do
burner,
Coloradans have a
automobile.
weird fucking accent or something? I did not say heat energy. I said hey. Hey Siri, what the fuck?
I don't know how to respond to that.
Hey Siri, do you want to get heated?
I don't want for much.
You want to take that real quick? Okay, sorry. Hey Siri, what is an example of hatred?
The definition of the word hatred is the emotion of intense dislike, a feeling of dislike so strong that it demands action.
Oh, a feeling of dislike so strong that it demands action. Now, you also said, Granny's watching, that the reason you've gone after Natasha, or you've done what you've done and you're doing what you're doing, is because you wanted her to change her behavior. Now, I specifically remember having a conversation with you when we're arguing and you saying, "Who cares what people think? Why do you care where people go or what people do and blah blah blah?" Well, when you're like friends with somebody or you're good with someone, you don't stab them in the back, kind of like what you have done to many people, including myself, and then purposely go and do passive aggressive things and talk to really hateful people and then bash the struggles they've gone through. I'm not going to use the sobriety card, but I mean, really, you do advocate for sobriety, but you also make fun of people in sobriety as well. So that alone contradicts itself. So I don't think people can really take you seriously there. And I'm not trying to be mean, but what I'm saying is when you're building something on hatred, that is why you do people catch you crying, physically crying on streams at least once or twice a week. And you saying, "I'm so sick of this." Well, if you're sick of it, then you can make a change. Okay. But when you're sitting there and you're saying, and I did write notes because I was listening earlier. I was like, okay, no, I have to talk about some of this stuff. But the foundation that you're talking about, and when you're saying something, what was it? Oh, the behavior thing. You said you wanted her to change her behavior. First of all, you're not in control of that. And if you don't like her behavior, you specifically said, "Oh, I can't take Natasha Cooper down myself. I don't have the power of that." Well, then why do you think you could change her behavior? You often contradict yourself. You do. If you really, I don't know if you maybe go back and listen to yourself because you really contradict yourself very often. Now, as far as turning on your camera, I think you looked fantastic when you put yourself together. I don't give a fuck if it's a filter or not at this point. You looked good. Okay. You looked great. Now, this isn't about your looks, but I often wonder, and I mean, it's not my business what your lifestyle is, but like with me, I have tried to not come on here as often and really get myself into shape, enjoy life, enjoy my new relationship. And I mean, my new relationship has really helped that. And it was actually an answered prayer. Prayer works, by the way. I don't know if you know that or not, but it does. It's awesome. And I feel really good. And I'm just, and I don't want to brag about myself. But when it makes me wonder, and this is just an observation, and I'm allowed to do that because I'm also a viewer, who you often kick in the nutsack and insult by going back and forth saying we're not good enough because there's only a couple of us in your chats. But when I observe, and first of all, I've observed listening to you, and I will say, Granny's watching, from seeing you on camera, whether your camera slipped or seeing you all done up, You're exactly what I imagined. And I actually, maybe it's my intuition, but even the way you move your lips when you talk and stuff is exactly what I imagined. I pictured you, even before you ever went on camera, I pictured you sitting in a dark basement, chain smoking. I also pictured you drinking, but that's just in my head. And I don't want to be mean, but that's what I did. Um, and that's it. So when your camera came on, you were sitting there, looked pretty smoky, and you had a bun up and you weren't done up. Oh my God, isn't that a Nicki Minaj lyric? When with the Chinese bangs with the bun up. Yeah, it is. Um, and you weren't prepared and you were comfortable, which you should be, and you didn't know you were going to be on camera. But then when you went on camera, you're a little bit stiff. I am watching you, so you're getting used to being on camera. You're loosening up a little bit. I could tell you're still a little bit stiff in the lips and whatever, but you're getting used to it, and it's uncomfortable. I get it. I go on camera all the time. Okay, now it it doesn't make me wonder about, like, because who cares if you're lounging and your camera's off or whatever, but it makes me wonder about, like, possibly maybe the reason, and I'm saying this from experience, and I'm just giving my observation because I'm allowed to do that, and I am an experienced person here on YouTube for about 3 to 4 years, okay? But it makes me wonder if maybe you're so angry that, because I'm feeling more happy with endorphins the more I work out, makes me wonder if you're think about it. You're sitting for hours in a dark basement with no air, no fresh air. Maybe you're outside sometimes, but most of the time it sounds like you're inside, smoking. And uh, inside smoking isn't good. There's a reason that they don't allow most places here, and I mean, nowhere in Colorado you cannot smoke inside. It's just not healthy. So when you're doing that and you're being angry on a daily basis and you're sitting in a chair and you're not doing anything, not getting any sunshine, anything like that, like I often hear you say, everybody get out there and get some sunshine, but it doesn't seem like you're out in the sunshine all the time. It doesn't. Um, just an observation again. You were out in the sun today. Great. Okay. Um, but what I'm saying is it makes me wonder if maybe you're just unhappy because you're really not doing a lot. And I say that to be nice. I do. Um, when you're just sitting all day, smoking and not doing anything good for your body, like chain smoking. And listen, I've smoked when I drink or whatever. Um, but I'm getting better with that. I don't do that. I can't even remember the last time I drank. And I'm not preaching about drinking and smoking, but what I'm saying is what I'm observing, and I'm not a doctor, is you're not living a healthy lifestyle. And I mean that mainly with the stress part. Because in the beginning, when I started listening to you, it was you were ranting about Natasha, and I could relate with you. But then I noticed it was like all the time, every day. And I get it. I've vented a number of times, but I haven't done it on the level that you have done it. It's like hours and hours every single day. And then I think you even said, I could be wrong, but I think you said that this is your job. And normally I'm not a huge fan. I haven't really watched Whiskey OG, but I listened to what he said. Um, and he said that if you actually went out and got a job in the real world one day, would your resume say that you sat around on the internet and cussed people out all day? When you actually do. And here's the other thing, this goes for every creator. If you're saying that this is your job, and of course you're talking about numbers, and my numbers are higher than yours, mine this and mine that, blah, 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 blah. First of all, please shut the fuck up with that. Okay. But if you're relying on that for happiness and you're sitting in a basement, you're sitting in a chair all day, you're not doing anything else with your life, and you're relying on sitting in that chair, not moving your body, not getting your blood flowing, maybe you're chain smoking, maybe you're drinking, maybe you're not, maybe you're binge eating, maybe you're starving yourself, maybe you're forgetting to eat because you're sitting on the internet all day. That is possible. So if your happiness relies on that, what happens if it does get taken away? And as we see often, any one of us, can be taken down. Matter of fact, I'll tell you a story once I expose myself, I'll tell you later. but I'm going to expose something, a little project that I've been doing on the side later on down the road, and I have an experience with something like that. But if you're putting all of you're relying on your happiness for your channel or whatever it is, if that ever goes away, what the fuck are you going to be happy about? And it doesn't sound like you guys are happy on a daily basis, anyways, because you're consistently screaming, hollering, and crying. Now, something probably just popped in your head and you probably just said, well, you've done that a number of times. Yes, I have. And I have learned that that is an unhealthy lifestyle. I don't want to focus on, and first of all, mine was not all the time, like you guys do every day. But here's the other part. And this goes even for Natasha. This goes for everybody that's in, we're in the drama community, but I believe that that's why I'm doing this kind of video, because I'm not trying to scream and shout, but I am trying to get my feelings out and offer some sort of solution. People are so against resolution, and the reason for that is the dramatic stuff is bringing in high numbers for people. It's done it for me. Popular true crime cases have done it for me. Popular topics have done it for me. It does it for everybody. But if you are going to come on here and you are going to stop doing what you're doing because nobody's showing up anymore because you had 100 people in your chat or 200 or 50 or whatever it is, then it truly, you have a problem. And I've had that problem before. And I've come to terms with, you enjoy yourself. And for a while, I wasn't enjoying myself because I started getting really caught up in negative stuff really badly. So if I'm going to talk on a subject like that, I want to be able to do what I came on here to do, and that's be positive. So it's okay to talk about something, but when you're not offering a solution, then you are a true drama channel. And when you're a true drama channel, you get a lot of views. And when you get a lot of views, you get a lot of subscribers. Maybe you get more super chats, following, whatever it is. And then you become addicted to that. Carol agrees with me. Did you hear that? She's saying holla. Because I think maybe I just struck a nerve with you guys. You already knew that yourself. You know who you are. Every day you know that you need to come on here and have something terrible going on and not want a solution, because a solution would mean you're not going to get what you want. And that is high amounts of views. You people are becoming addicted to who can get more views, who can get more super chats, who can get more PayPals and subscribers. You are building a foundation. And again, Granny's watching. You're building that on hate. That's your foundation. Remember, you said it yourself. So you're building on that. And on top of the foundation of hate, you're also putting greed on top of that. It's going to get real wobbly when it starts building real high. And then it's going to crumble. And then where's your happiness? And I'm saying that to everybody, including myself. But I've pretty much kind of got over that hump of, because there was a certain amount of time where I was coming on and I was like, oh, because I used to do a lot of paranormal stuff or just really fun stuff. And there was a big group of people coming together and it was fun. And then dramatic, horrible stuff happened to me. And there was a lot of people that left. And so for me, the drama really didn't bring people to stay and support. It drove people away that cared about me, and it brought haters coming in that only want to hate watch me. And the people that truly supported me and still do, there are a lot that still do, they left because they got tired of me fucking whining and bitching and complaining and not being Robbie, not being my happy self. And there's been a lot of things that have woke me up within the last couple of months, whether it be my new relationship, whether it be me watching commentary channels on myself, whether it be me watching clip videos where there's streams that I deleted and I'm watching really terrible clips of myself, or ones that I have on private, going back and watching and seeing how I can correct my behavior, and I still have a long way to go. But like Joyce Meyer says, I'm not where I want to be, but thank God I'm not where I used to be. So there's a lot of things I can respond to as far as people making hate videos on me and stuff like that. But when I do that, or if I speak my mind on something that's bothering me, I always want to make sure that I'm making a solution. And not only that, but I also, each time I do a video, I don't want to forget, I also want to promote the people that support me and promote me and have other channels, because it's not fair if I'm not doing that. I don't feel right. Um, that's why, and another thing too, and I'm going to say this to everybody, something, because a lot of us share communities, okay? And we share subscribers, and we're all supposed to be supporting each other. It's not just, hey, come over and support me, support me, support me. We are all here together, and if we're friends and subscribers and stuff, we should be helping and lifting each other up, not tearing each other down on a daily basis. Because there's plenty of channels who, like, I will share links of anybody that I like, anybody that I like and support. And there's so many people that won't do that, and that's fine. But you're also promoting, and I promote my haters too. But a lot of these channels are only promoting their haters, and they're not promoting the people that are there supporting them. And it's shitty, and it's very selfish. And also, I know, like, we all have channels, okay? And we can't go, we're going to be simultaneously live and doing all that stuff. But to all you fuckers that stream all day long, can you calm the fuck down? And you get a lot of support from other people, but can we stop being selfish and start really supporting each other and be like, hey, I've been on for 11 hours. Maybe we can allow people to support other channels, because maybe that's the reason all these other people you're talking shit about, you're like, oh, you're not getting views. Probably because you suck the fucking life out of the live streaming all day long. Okay. And if you're being offended by that, I'm fucking talking to you, selfish assholes. Okay. Start looking around at the people that are your members, your subscribers, your fellow friends and creators, and stop being selfish assholes. Okay. Or else I'm going to start canceling my memberships. Actually, I'm going to do that anyways because I'm fixing my finances as it is. Okay. I've got a future to plan. I think that's all I had. I wanted to speak my mind as fairly as possible without being mean, but that's how I feel. And as far as Granny's watching, celebrating Natasha Cooper's demise, she is still Natasha Cooper. She's always going to be Natasha Cooper. You're never going to truly cancel her. And if that's what you want, then you truly are full of hate. And if anybody wants that for you, they're full of hate as well. Again, we all say mean shit. A lot of times we say it on stream, or we've said it in our life and we regret it immediately, or maybe a little bit later down the road. We just apologize and say, yeah, I said that, fucked up, whatever. I do it all the time. Okay. And with that being said, I'm going to make an apology. And I'm going to do it again to AJ. Even though I don't want to, my heart tells me that I should. God tells me inside that I should. AJ, you and I have had terrible back and forth with each other, and I have been a dick to you. I've said mean shit to you. We do not agree, the back and forth of what you think I did or what I think you did. We're never going to agree on that, and that's okay. I don't want to further push it. I haven't for a long time, and I wish you the best. And I am sorry for being an asshole to you. I've said lots of mean shit, talking about filters on your face and all sorts of stuff. And I truly do apologize, and I hope that you can heal inside and move on. And I truly mean that. I really hope that you can. And as far as, let's see, promoting somebody's channel that's positive and a great person, I'll put his link in the chat. His name, I'm just going to put it on the screen. Fuck it. His channel name is Think Dragon, and he's a great friend of mine. He does lots of positive stuff. He's helped a lot of people here on YouTube, and he's a great guy for the women. He's also a looker, and I believe he's single. This is Think Dragon's channel. So let me share this on the screen real fast. Okay. Any questions? Any comments? We're not live. Okay, so this is Think Dragon. He's awesome. Great guy. Look, he's good to his puppy. Just all around really good guy. And look how nice he is. Oh, there's Scully. Scully's House of Thrillers is a good channel as well. Look, he literally puts people's channels that he supports here. Look at that. And you won't catch Think Dragon on his channel saying mean shit to people, saying, unfollow this person or unfollow this, blah, 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 tearing somebody down. No. Instead of wasting his time doing that, he's actually uplifting and supporting the people that support him. And again, everybody has a different style here on YouTube. And obviously, dramatic stuff is never going to stop, but maybe we could think about the way we approach it, because that's really what I have had to reevaluate with myself. And there are a lot of things that I do feel like I need to speak up on and speak my mind, but I'm learning other ways to do that so that it is effective and offers a positive solution. Okay. Oh, wow. I talked a lot, especially for not being live. Wow. I just rambled to myself, basically. Wow. Anyways, guys, I'm going to go get in the shower because I was working out at the gym all night. Is that fun? Am I looking better? I am looking better, and I'm going to look even hotter in a month and a month after that. And I'm going to continue to work on my insides. I'm not talking about irritable bowel syndrome. I'm talking about my heart. So I could be filled with love more, and I could spread more love and positivity and fun. Okay? And you know what? I will be doing more commentary on things because I think I've been held back from making commentary on people that even I care about in this community or things I care about, but like, no, I don't want to comment on that. I don't want to start drama. But you know what? Maybe I can set an example of my changed behavior and speak on things in a respectful way. I know I think I called Jessica a bitch in this. Granny's watching or whatever. I'm sorry for that. Granny's watching. But I see, a lot of your behavior that could be changed as well. But we can all work it out. If you guys want to reach out to me at all and have a conversation, I'm more than willing to do that. SaveRobbie.1982@gmail.com. And Locomai does help me with my emails. Another great channel to follow is the Locomai Life. She's wonderful. But I love you guys. I'm not trying to be a dick, and I hope you guys stop being dicks as well. And as for me and Mrs. Portland, I did not make 2 donations to you today. She said I donated 2. I only donated 1, and the other day I only donated 1. So maybe you thought another donation was from me, but no. I've only done 2 total donations to you, only on Cash App, not PayPal. So to whoever else donated to Mrs. Portland, thank you for doing that. I don't know if you did it in my name or not, but if you did, hell yeah. But she still doesn't love me. You know what she said? My obsessed stalker. Thank you for the money. And I guess I'll just continue to milk it. And I was like, what the fuck, Mrs. Portland? Anyways, guys, have a good night. Bye. No chance. No dance.